everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa if you are new here. Now, a quick disclaimer before we begin, please disregard the green screen behind me. This has nothing to do with this video. It has nothing to do with maybe my future videos. I just have a green screen behind me. Just ignore it. It'd be kind of cool if I put the ocean behind me or maybe in sync behind me. We'll see what I can do in post-production. But anyways, guys, thank you for stopping by. In this week's video, I have a book haul for you. Now, this is not what I planned to film this week. I actually have a few videos lined up for the future, and those videos I was going to film today. But at my parish today, they were giving out books. Now, they made this announcement saying like, hey, there's going to be coffee and donuts outside of Mass, so go help and support the Boy Scouts of America. Or stop by a table after Mass and we have free books. You can donate, but you don't need to. And of course, I hear free Catholic books and I'm like running out there. So of course, I had to pick some up. Of course, I left a donation. But something that caught me off guard a little bit was that a lot of the books that they had for free at my parish were not the best theologically correct books. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this. They're books that appear to be beneficial to Christians, but is actually leading Christians away from Christianity. I noticed that about some of the books, so I left a few of them there. My mom was like, maybe you should have taken those to taken it off the hands of the people that don't understand that maybe that's where they're leading them. And because I collect a lot of Catholic books in my short lifetime that I've had on this earth, but I've collected a lot of Catholic books, so I've become kind of better at distinguishing what is a good Catholic book and what isn't a good Catholic book. So 3 of the books in this book haul are from my parish, and we'll be talking about them a little bit here. But the first book I have to show you guys is not from my parish. This is actually one my mom got for me when I was away in Michigan for a month. That's why it was MIA, by the way, if you guys noticed. But the first book I have is 7 Lies About Catholic History, Infamous Myths About the Church's Past, and How to Answer Them. So I really love this book. I started reading it and I automatically love it, and I suggest picking it up. It talks about a lot of the myths about the Catholic Church. So this talks about the Dark Ages, the Crusades, all that stuff that has to do with church history. So I'm looking forward to finishing this book and utilizing the information in this book in my videos. So now the next 3 books, we're going to go through them. I have not read them. Like I said, I picked them up today, but judging from the cover, which you're not supposed to, some of the books I am not entirely too happy about, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So the first book that I'm actually happy about is called Believing in Jesus, a popular overview of the Catholic faith. And this is just an overview of the Catholic faith. It talks about why we do what we do. It talks about Jesus. I mean, of course, it talks about the parables. Like, it breaks it down in a really easy way for someone who's just getting into the faith or like reverting back to their faith, a way for them to understand what they believe, why they believe what they believe. So this book is really nice and beneficial. This book is so beautiful, and I'm looking forward to adding it to my Catholic book collection. Now, the next book I am not entirely too sure about, so if you guys have read this book, please let me know. I wasn't going to pick up this book because there were a lot of books about the Gospels on the table, but as I read the backs of the books and I skimmed through the pages, it appeared to me that a lot of the books weren't how I would say theologically correct or historically correct, because I've read The Case for Jesus by Brant Petrie. I'm probably saying his name totally wrong, so I'm so sorry about that. But he talked about why the Gospels are not anonymous and how we know the authors of the Gospels, where these books were claiming that the Gospels authors were anonymous and that Matthew didn't actually write Matthew. And it was just like a whole bunch of stuff, and I left a lot of those books behind. So I picked up this book. It's called Matthew, Mark, Luke, and You, Unraveling the Gospels. And the reason why I'm kind of taken back a little bit by this book is that it makes this comment on the back. It says, this book, it enables you to read the Gospels without a teacher or a homilist to do the work for you. To do that, you've got to become a word and story detective. And so although I think it's very important for you to research your own faith and research scripture, I think making the claim that you don't need someone else to help you out is kind of a little strange, because, you know, we do need help. We need early church writings. We need the church to guide us to understand scripture, as scripture tells us that we need those people. So I was kind of taken back by that. I'm going to read this book, and hopefully maybe I'll do an update and let you guys know whether or not I suggest buying this book. But this is another book I'm adding to my shelf. The next book I picked up is Pauline, Theology. This is Ministry and Society. And I picked up this book and I was super excited about it until I started reading the back cover and on the inside that kind of got taken back a little bit. But one thing that caught my attention a little bit was that he kept referring to church in a lowercase c and not an uppercase c. So it seems that he's not referring to the one true church, the Catholic Church. He's talking about church as a general term. And so, like I said, I haven't read this book. It has a lot of footnotes, so this could be totally beneficial when I'm researching other stuff. It just was one of those books where I'm not too sure how I'm going to feel about it. Usually when I pick up a book, I can tell right away whether I'm going to like it or I'm going to dislike it. And these two books, I'm not entirely too sure how I feel about them yet. So I will be reading them and hopefully one day do an update on it. Let me know if I'm being too hard on them. Let me know if you read these books before. I could just be very critical on them today. Who knows? Maybe it's because I just have a bunch of Catholic books and I'm starting to realize that maybe I should slow down. But I'm super excited about these two books. Like I said, my mother got me this book. She got it from Thrift Books. It's really nice. It's by Diane, Moczar. And as I do in all of my book haul videos, I'll have all of these books listed in the description bar below with their ISBN numbers. And so you can find them online if you're looking for them. And maybe you can pick one up and tell me if I'm wrong about them. Let me know what you think. If you have any book recommendations, please leave them in the comment bar down below. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you didn't like it, please give it a dislike. If you want to see more of me and my journey through my faith and my journey in critiquing books and probably finding out that I'm wrong about them, then hit the subscribe button and also hit that bell notification so you're notified when I post. So guys, I want to thank you so much for watching and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.